comedian, actor, and writer who has made all of us laugh for years on SNL.
Look at that face.
With her iconic characters like Debbie Downer and Virginia Clarvin from The Love Haas.
But before that, she was studying and performing at Chicago's The Second City Improv Theater, and now that institution has made its way to New York. And here to tell us all about it, please welcome the very funny Rachel Dratch, everybody. It's so good to see you and finally meet you in person.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So how does it feel to have this opening here in New York?
Oh my gosh. Well, Second City, I started at Second City in Chicago along with a lot of other famous comedians you might know. And it's just such a fun time. It's a place for training. They have classes, and then the shows at night, which is what I did for 4 years on the main stage, and improvisation, sketch. So before I used to have to go to Chicago for all of that, but now they're opening one right here in New York that opens on Monday, actually.
So there's a lot of stars that came from Second City. And we actually have a little trip down memory lane for you. We have a clip of you and Tina Fey from a sketch that y'all did way back in the day called Wicked. Let's take a look.
Wow.
Where'd you run off to? I've been looking all over the mall for you. Matt, I could not stand there in that music van with you arguing with the store manager. Well, I'm sorry, Heather, but tell me this. What kind of record store does not carry Pat Benatar? Matt, nobody listens to Pat Benatar, right? Bite your tongue. Pat Benatar is a very good singer. She has opera training. Yeah, you tell me that like every day. You like her. Hit me with your best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Hell is for children.
But how fun is it to look back at old tapes and then, see where you are now?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was just such a fun time in my life. Like, everyone moved out there like age 23 and trying to get into Second City, trying to get on the main stage. And, I mean, when I was in the touring company, like Steve Carell and Stephen Colbert and Tim Meadows and Amy Sedaris, they were all on the main stage. So you get to watch these greats that are just, I just got a little chill right now. You get to watch these greats that are just ahead of you, and then they take off, and then hopefully you do, and the people behind you. So it's this great feeding ground for the whole, and now it's here in New York, so yeah.
I just have to quickly ask you also have a new podcast called
Yes.
Woo Woo, which seems like it would be a gynecologist podcast. What is up with the title?
If you don't use it as a noun and use it as an adjective, then you'll understand.
Okay, got it.
It's woo woo, like stuff about like ghosts and psychics and the world of the woo woo, not the woo woo, but woo woo world. So I have comedians on, and also just people that I knew from way back when who told me a crazy story, like a crazy ghost story or a psychic phenomenon story, and so it's just a really fun thing to talk about with people, and some of these stories are really mind-blowing. I don't consider myself particularly out there, but some of these stories really have made me, I don't know, it makes you question everything.
I believe all that stuff.
Okay, well then you'll like this podcast.
I will buy you dinner if you take her on stage with you. I promise you.
Okay, all right.
This one, you two together?
Yeah, okay.
I do.
Have you had anything woo-woo happen to you?
Yeah, definitely. And I can also do a pretty impressive Boston accent. So I feel like there's some collaboration.
You have a crossover going on. Okay.
Yeah, that's a negative.
Well, you might have to come on the podcast and tell a tale.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. I'll come on. Yeah, you better believe it.
Rachel, thank you so much for being here with us. And the Second City opens its New York City doors February 12th. That's Monday.
Yes.
And you can find tickets online, and make sure to check out Rachel's Woo Woo podcast, available everywhere that you find your podcasts.
Gotta love this team right here.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.